Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Sunday. If you celebrate Easter, happy Easter. If you don't, I've said it in all the other videos, then happy Sunday fun day. And if you're just like, I don't even like this day, well, then happy almost Monday. No matter what, we can look at it with our chill pill as a glass half full moment. Actually, I went to Publix this morning, which if you guys don't know what that is, it's a grocery store. And I was like, I'm going to go get zucchini straws for lunch and closed. And then I was like, you know what, Jason and his mom were at home because she's in the process of a move. And I was like, I'm going to go pick up breakfast. Closed. It's like, ah. But Starbucks was open. And that is my glass half full. Anyways, guys, we're back to talk about Monica Garcia, Shannon Bedore, and also Kyle Richards. We have a mashup. So before we jump in, you guys know how this works. If you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And let's jump right in.
Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
I love a good mashup, especially when we don't get to do hot, messy topics, which we didn't on Friday. I think that that's perfect. So, getting back to it, I wanted to start with the Shannon Bedore and the John Janssen, but I feel like I cannot wait for the show to come out. I believe it's coming out this summer. Um, if I'm correct, I think maybe June or July. I think it's going to come out early. That's just the rumor that I've heard, but I can't confirm that. Now, with that, thank you to Reality Blurb. Real Housewives of Orange County star Shannon Bedore has been in the news quite a bit, obviously, because, well, one, John Janssen is suing her for an unpaid loan that she used for a facelift. And now court documents reveal that she may have severely struggled financially in 2022. Plus, her ex-husband is using the same attorney from her DUI case to fight his reckless driving charges. So fans are expecting much of this to play out in the upcoming season of The Real Housewives of Orange County. Not only are they currently filming, but John's current girlfriend, Alexis Bellino, is obviously back on the show. So according to court documents obtained by Radar, although they no longer dated, the two remained friends for a period of time. As friends, Mr. Janssen would often help the defendant in various capacities and vice versa. It continues, in early 2022, defendant, citing struggling financial concerns, approached Mr. Janssen and asked about receiving a loan from Mr. Janssen to pay for a facelift defendant had planned. Mr. Janssen agreed to this request and subsequently loaned defendant $40,000 via wire transfer on January 24th of 2022. He claims he later loaned Shannon an additional $35,000 towards the procedure, which she allegedly refused to pay back. Now, Shannon did respond and said that she had intentions of paying him back and that he refused to agree to the terms. So she's being sued for a breach of oral contract and promissory fraud. He also wants the full payment of $75,000. But RadarOnline.com is also reporting that Shannon's ex-husband, David Bedore, has hired her former attorney to argue for him in his upcoming reckless driving trial. So David was reportedly caught speeding on February 4th. He is alleged to have been going 119 miles per hour in a 60-mile-per-hour zone. Of course, that's the same lawyer that got Shannon probation and community service instead of jail time in her DUI case. So I think that he will be just fine. I mean, she literally hit the side of a wall, drove off, parked the car, got the dog out, and then pretended, allegedly, that she was walking her dog while she was drunk. He was speeding in his own and did not get a DUI. Yeah, I think that he's probably going to have to do a ticket and take a tick on his driver's license and maybe even take some driving classes. Maybe. That's not for certain. Speaking of driving, I wanted to get into this one really quick. Miss Monica Garcia. I don't know if you guys saw this, but you guys remember Monica's mom, and she would always kind of take control over the Range Rover, and she would kind of leverage that over her head. Well, Monica, even though we haven't heard from her because she's not going to be on the new season of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, but Monica apparently, based off of what I'm seeing, got a new car. And I love that for her. This is what was said. Monica Garcia took to her Instagram story this week to reveal that she purchased a new BMW with her earnings from Cameo. In a series of posts shared to her social media account, she told her haters to stay mad. Yeah, right here. Okay. Pretty much stay mad. She said, me driving my brand new car with the money that Cameo helped pay for. Stay mad, peace, 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 with 2 middle fingers. Monica bought a new car with her Cameo coins, is what it said. Okay. In a second post, as she confirmed that the vehicle she bought was a BMW, Monica took aim at her mom, who she feuded with throughout her time on the season. And she pretty much said, now, someone asked LD if she's been able to sell my range yet. Mm, mm-mm. And Monica, in January, after it was confirmed that she would not be returning to the show for season 5 following the reveal of her involvement with the troll account against the cast, Monica addressed her departure during an interview with Pride. I'm okay. The fan reaction is being seen and heard, and you guys are fighting so hard. It makes a huge difference. There's been an uproar in the series of events that have taken place, and it's not going unnoticed, and I'm so grateful. The fans were clearly captivated by the whole season, and that's all you can ask for. But while Monica brought plenty of drama to season 4, Lisa Barlow believes the show's upcoming 5th season, which will reportedly include new cast members Brittany Bateman and Maylee Workman, will be even better. I feel this year might be our best year. Just based on what I've seen and heard and how things are going so far, I actually think it's going to be the most iconic season ever. I think what makes a show so good is when you stay vulnerable. The issues are still real. We always have someone new coming to mix things up, but then there's still other issues that surface from the year prior that you have to address. So I feel like just based on what I experienced, I think the season's going to be wow in a totally different way. Okay. Lisa Barlow. Let's move it on over to Beverly Hills really quick because Kyle Richards has also entered the mix, reflecting on her childhood and shared if her own daughters are like her and her sisters while appearing on Kelly Ripa's podcast. Now, in addition to offering an update on where she stands with Kathy, she shared Mauricio's reaction to her comments about their separation on the show and confirmed whether they're still sleeping together. My daughters cannot be more different than my sisters and me, and I think that's a couple of things. My mom made some mistakes. I do remember her saying, "Why don't you do this like so and so to Kim? Why don't you do what Kyle does?" Things like that. And I think she thought that she was like lighting a fire under us, but my mom did also raise us like any success Kathy has or Kim has or Kyle has is a feather in all of our caps. So I was never jealous of anything with my sisters. I was always happy and proud. She also added, with my girls, they love each other so much, they get along so well, and they're all so different. They have so much respect for each other. But as fans of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills well know, Kyle and her sisters have butted head on a number of occasions in recent years, both publicly and privately. And Kyle most recently suffering a temporary fallout with Kathy amid season 13. Luckily, seems like they've reconciled. We're in a very good place and she's very supportive. She left me a voicemail after watching the season finale and it was just gut wrenching and she was hysterically crying and she just kept, I love you. I want to make sure that you're okay. And she was so overly emotional, but she has been very supportive. As for Mauricio's reaction to season 13, Kyle said that he was taken aback by her comments regarding their separation. He said to me, I didn't realize to the degree to where things were until I saw some of those scenes. And then he stopped watching because it was hard for him to watch. Listen, he's a great guy. He really is. So I feel bad to say anything. And he didn't want to address any of this stuff. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do? I signed up for this. Now, although they've continued to live with one another since separating last summer, she did confirm to Kelly that they are no longer intimate. She said that hasn't happened. I mean, I'm somebody when my walls go up, I'm not really into it. And she suggested that living her life in front of the cameras has had an impact on the breakup. Do I think we would be in this position if we weren't in the public eye? I don't. Too much going on in our lives, too busy, too many outside forces coming in, and I just don't. Oof. Okay, guys, I want to hear what your thoughts are. So pop off in the comment section. If you guys are not subscribed, get subscribed. If you haven't hit that notification bell, go ahead and do that too. And yeah, I guess we'll see you next time. Love you guys.